Hey YouTube, thanks for tuning in again. Coppersan here. I hope you liked the new background. I'm currently still busy moving, but that's not what this video is about. Hayato and Kanna have been buffed. However, the patch notes weren't exactly clear what was buffed or changed. So today's video we're gonna figure out what exactly happened. And before we start, a big thanks to Spado because he actually documented some of the, or most of the change actually, on his Twitter. So thank you very much, Spado. So let's check out what exactly happened. So let's start off with Kanna. Kanna is of course the most favorite class of everyone because, well, of course, Kenshin. Anyway, let's see. So Haku's gift, the first job skill, plus 100 defense and 10% int has been added, or so Spado says. So not that much, not that big of a change or a buff. However, more of her buffs and changed actually in her second job advancement. For example, burning Shimikage hunting increases the permanent damage of Shikami hunting damage has been increased from 25 to 30%. So a 5% damage increase. That's pretty good. This one I'm actually not sure about. So Haku Reborn, the duration of Foxfire has been reduced from 60 to 40 seconds. But the skill now increases final damage by 3% of each party member affected by Haku's buff. Passive effect of plus 10 magic attack has been added. That's nice, however I'm not quite sure why they changed the buff duration from 60 to 40% because Haku usually just rebuffs automatically, so that shouldn't really matter, I'd say. Maybe it does, I'm not quite sure. But the added damage is pretty nice. Shimikami Charm, a passive effect of minus 50% damage taken, has been added. Pretty sweet, makes her a bit more tanky. And Radiant Peacock, the duration has been increased from 200 to 240 seconds, so you'll need less time rebuffing and more time doing damage. For the third job, a Live Bolt Ritual, passive effect of 30 status resistance has been added, and the text for the boss monster part has been removed. Not sure if the actual effect is removed, but I'm reading up what Spado is actually saying. So I did try and check it out, but I couldn't really figure it out myself because again the patch notes don't say anything. They just say, yeah, they're stronger now, have fun, yay. So yeah, not 100% confirmed, but yeah. So Spirited Path now has plus 15 critical damage has been added. I assume this is critical damage percent and not just critical damage because plus 15 damage. It's not that, it's a bit of a buff I'd say, but not really, you know, that noteworthy. Frozen Shikigami hunting has permanently, the damage has been increased from 100% to 105%. Also nice, again a 5% bonus. Soul Shear passive effect of 30% plus 30% final damage has been added and now recovers 1 mana. That's actually pretty sick. Final damage is always nice. And Kinshin, an unknown variable has been changed, is increased from 50 to 70. And from what I got, there was an emergency maintenance because apparently it was bugged and they fixed it. Kinshin can now actually increase the monsters as well. So not only will monsters spawn more frequently, but also more monsters will spawn on the map. That's pretty good. It's actually a buff to Kinshin. That's pretty nice. For the fourth job, Kazin Fan Mastery increased from 65 to 70%. Also, again, nice, 5% bonus. Haku perfected, the skill now increases final damage by 5% for each party member affected by Haku's buffs. Also, again, nice, pretty nice. So also make sure that you train in a party when you're in a Kanna. The Shocking Shimigami hunting has permanently damage has been increased from 115 to 120, again a 5% increase. Vanquished Charm damage per shot has been increased from 235 to 242% damage, so a 7% damage increase. Maple Warrior or Dawn Warrior has delay frame has been added. So I guess you cast it slower now. That's weird. Nine-Tailed Fury cooldown has been reduced from 500 seconds to 325 seconds. Love it because you just definitely want to spam that skill. And Demon's Fury damage has been adjusted from 190 to 200%. So overall, I'd say even though there's a 30% final damage, that's pretty nice added in like Soul Shear. Besides everything else, I don't think the changes are that big actually. So Kanna did get a little bit stronger, but there aren't any super major buffs or like complete skill revamp, something like that. It's just a few percentage increase. Yeah, it's still pretty good, just not super awesome, exciting, amazing. So for Hayato, a few more things have been added actually. So for our favorite warrior, except for Paige of course, I mean, come on. So Keen Edge now has a maximum level of 2, that's his link skill, so actually he finally has a level 2 link skill after all this time. It increases your stats and your weapon attack and magic attack, but now at level 2 it increases by 25 all stats and magic attack and weapon attack has been increased by 15. Pretty nice to have as a link skill for a small little buff. And Battle Jutsu Advanced, the tooltip has changed, saying that the cooldown is 5 seconds, duration has been changed from 20 to 15 seconds, and attack power based on stage of attack has been increased from 1 to 2%. Sick, 1% buff, yeah. For the second job, some skills had their range increased, nothing too amazing or exciting actually. Same for third job, only one skill has range increased, so you wouldn't really notice that much of it. For fourth job, that's actually where the major changes are. So Iron Skin is now a passive skill. For Jinsoku, the passive avoidability increase of Jinsoku has been reduced from 50% to 35%, so actually it's less good. Bloodletter status chance has been increased from a 30 to 50% chance, and damage has been increased from 210% to 280%, and the duration also has been increased from 5% to 6%, meaning you do a little bit more damage over time and there's more chance to apply it. Eye for an Eye, damage increased from 195% to 350% after successful dodge. And the amount of enemies that can be hit has been increased from 3 to 6. So this is also, I guess, why they reduced the dodge rate from 50% to 35%, because if you dodge, then Eye for an Eye does a lot more damage. So that's okay, I guess, that's okay. Rise Ren's and amount of enemies it can hit has been increased from 7 to 8. Some other skills that are range changed as well. And Hitokiri Strike tooltip now says invincible. Amount of seconds is unknown though. As you can see there, it says 0 seconds invincible, but I assume you are invincible for some duration. But it's yeah, it's a bit of a mystery for now. There's a new skill actually for the hyper skills, as well as some other changes. Unfortunately, I can't show them because my Hayato is not high enough level. I was too busy training my page. However, there's a new buff called Hitokiri Strike Persist, increases the buff duration of Hitokiri Strike by 20 seconds, a level required 195. Hitokiri Strike, cooldown cutter, reduced cooldown change from minus 95% to minus 30%, so that's a bit of a nerf. And Falcon's Honor maximum sword energy cost is 100 and damage cap has been removed. So that's it for all the Hayato and Kanna changes. Jeez, it's a big list, man. Wow. What do you guys think of these changes? I think they're pretty nice. It's a pretty good buff. It's just that it's not that awesome, amazing. I mean, it's nice. They did get a little bit stronger, but I'm pretty sure it's not that big of a deal, to be honest. So let me know in the comments what you guys think of this revamp. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.